Hey, check this out. If you want to get into Navy Fed and get 20,000 in 95 days, comment the word credit. All right, come here. I already bombed this right here. Fix your credit. If you're Latino, you need to wake up. Fix your credit.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Color Brown Podcast.
Yeah.
Before we start, you already know I gotta give a shout out to my sponsors. Royalty Honey, keep it hard, guys.
Keep it hard.
Keep it hard. Hey, you took honey packs before?
No, because I'm still a young boy, and I feel that will fuck you up in the long run.
That is cap. I've seen you take a honey pack in my face.
You have, that's pause.
In his face.
That's pause as fuck. You've never seen me take a honey pack.
What about when you were sponsored by honey packs? You never took a honey pack.
Nope.
What about the homies? The homies took honey packs.
Yeah, the homie Dami D, the homie Andy Cut, the homie
Damn, why you gonna put them fools out on blast for, bro?
Demo. I mean, they didn't care when I posted it on my story.
Oh, okay, cool. Also, you guys, For His Glory. Shout out to For His Glory, best jewelry out there.
Yeah, man, that's my jeweler too.
That's our jeweler.
Yeah, that's our jeweler, man.
That's our jeweler, For His
Shout
Glory.
out my boy John.
Yeah. He's funny, huh?
He's funny.
He's hilarious.
Es simple, huh?
Super, super nice. Super
Super nice.
humble. Super. Jonathan, shout out to you. For His Glory.
Jonathan.
Shout out to him. So today we have Duno.
Yeah.
Finally get to interview him. You've interviewed me like we did No Jumper. You were the
3
first
times.
person to ever interview me.
No.
And then we did
That interview kind of went viral too.
yeah, we did really well.
Yeah, they did really good.
Fix the
and-
mic.
They did. We did No Jumper. We did When You Taught Me How to Do Prison Makeup.
We did prison. Hey, prison makeup was good, huh?
Prison makeup was
You're
good.
super down for wearing it.
Yeah, I don't give
That
I'm
was
down.
good,
I
huh?
never even watched it. You wore the makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame.
How's that
Why?
lame?
That was your humiliation ritual?
Yeah, I guess.
Nah, that was cool.
It was dope.
Yeah, we had a good time.
So people love that. And girls say to this day when they don't have a curler, they use a sock thing.
For the hair. Now they make those.
And that's
It's
why
like all over TikTok.
that's what I'm saying. And that's why girls don't watch it because you don't
Respect.
support them.
I have a whole ass show called Ike and Tina that they watch.
I support the women.
That's right.
But we did that, and then what else?
We
And
did
then
some
indicted. I talked about killing 30 people.
chill, fool. No, he's
I did indict it. I did it by myself.
No, you didn't. Okay, so tell us. Obviously, you've told your story
Yes.
millions of times, but not to me,
Yes.
right? So tell me where you grew up. Where are you from?
So originally I was
Originally, like
call
you're
it
old.
Originally. The hospital I grew up in was in Chinatown.
The hospital you grew up in?
Well, the hospital my mom brought me into this world was in Chinatown.
Got it.
And then I lived in Westlake, technically, and literally Westlake on Big Sur in Maryland. Between the age of 1 through 6 or like 7, and then moved down the hill to Echo Park to the 90026 on Douglas, and lived there till my whole life. So we got evicted.
Let me find out they got evicted because of you.
Part of me was part of me, but no, we got evicted for some dumb shit. We got evicted. We got evicted because I jumped into my own house.
Oh.
So I forgot my key. I jumped through the room.
And the manager saw you.
And the manager was trying to say that was like part of my fault. But you know what? Probably the eviction was probably what I needed. Probably what needed to happen in my career, I
You
guess.
had to change, like get a different change of scenery.
Well, yeah, at the moment, technically, I wasn't really doing the videos. I was maybe a little bit, but not like that. And then, but yeah, we got evicted.
You were how old when you got evicted?
We were 18. It was just me and my mom.
Oh, okay. So when you went to Because you got in trouble as a young teen.
Yeah. Juvenile hall and all
Tell
that.
us about we're not indicted, but
We're not indicted.
But tell us why you got busted when you went to juvenile hall. Did you go one time or a few times?
A couple times.
Okay, well tell me about your first time.
My first time was definitely depressing. I was like, oh, this sucks. My first time was for like 2 weeks and a half.
But what did you get busted for? Because we're gonna pretend you're indicted right now.
What's it called? A violation.
But why did you get on probation for it?
For like graffiti, fighting.
Oh, because you're a little tagger ass fool.
Yeah. Why are you hating? That's such a gangbanging thing to say. She's just like bullying me right now. Like, oh, you're a little tagger ass fool. You know how many times I heard that growing up? Oh, you're one of those little taggers.
You're a little tagger ass
Go
fool.
right in the hood, dog.
You already know the vibes. You know the vibes.
But what's crazy is that the cities were so technically our cities are sister cities.
Yeah, we are sister cities.
Yeah, so I'm very familiar with the Nella. I love the Nella. Have a lot of respect for the Nella. But what people don't know is that graffiti is humongous in both those cities.
Yes.
Facts.
So it's hard for us not to be
Right
like, yeah, so it's funny, like, oh, I'm right in the hood. I'm like, fool, your hood has the best spot. Like, like, you know what I mean?
The bigger walls.
Well, yeah, but yeah, graffiti, all that, and then back and forth, and then would get violated, bad grades, bad drugs.
What was the longest time you did in juvenile hall?
I did a 5 to 7 month camp program.
Oh, you went to camp?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me how you felt when you first went to juvenile hall, that you did like your longer term, and you're walking in.
I have very bad like ADHD. So when I had to be like in the room by myself, I was like, oh, for all these hours. Like East Lake was so boring, Silmar was so boring, Los Padrinos. I actually went to all 3 juvenile halls.
Did you?
Yeah, I did all 3 of them. All of them had a different vibe. The first time I ever snorted anything was at Los Padrinos.
Chill.
Benadryl?
And it's funny because
I snorted a Norco.
Because I was about to ask you if you ever did any kind of drugs.
Yeah. I never did heavy drugs. I've never done any heavy drugs.
Norco is super heavy.
Yeah, and I snorted that with the page of the book Outsiders. The Outsiders. Everybody, if you've been locked up, at least, and in juvenile hall, you're always gonna watch 3 movies: Rush Hour, The Outsiders, or The Gridiron Gang. Like, those are the same movies they play all over and over.
Over and over.
But at the moment I had the book, and I snorted.
You ripped the book?
I ripped the thing,
and then you shouldn't have said that. For they're gonna try to get you for property.
I'm gonna say the fool. He was from another crew too. He's from, I think, from T.O. Dub and Watts. The graffiti crew.
Taggers clicked.
The taggers were kicking it. Whoa! What's your before I got there? Everybody else was like a Crib or a Blood, and then probably like from a barrio, and then it was just like, hey, where you? I was like, you bang? I was like, nah, fool, but I rap. Like, oh, what's up, my boy? And then, but yeah.
But when when you say, oh boy, you right? But did they ask, but what area?
Nah, don't you be like, yeah. Well, nah, cause it's not. I mean, I've never been to prison or county jail or anything, but I mean, I've been to the Glass House. I've been to the Glass House.
That counts, right?
That shit was nasty.
That is horrible.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of like they're like, oh, youngster, where you from? But like, oh, like, oh, and they're hella cool. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they know when you're not from nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, my boy, you know. But with when I got there, he's like, oh, fool, you, and I was like, nah, if I'm a grapher, like. I'm doing it from Woo, and they were like,
he's a grapher.
and they were like, oh, that was so. He's like, I write too, fool. Like, I'm from Woo.
Besties.
Yeah. And then he was like, and I was like, fool, I can't even sleep right now, and because I went there for like eye doctor to Los Padrinos, and then I ended up staying there for like a case I had. Like I had an old case. They ended up closing it, but I went there, and then so I had to stay there for like a week or 2 at Los Padrinos, just to whatever case I had open there. And I was like, I can't sleep because I was so used to the chaos at camp. So I had to stay there, and then I snorted Norcos. And guess what? I lay down.
You fell asleep.
I opened the first page and
oh, you needed it then. Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't need it, obviously. But
I didn't need it, no, but yeah, I was just...
But that was your first time.
I was young.
Yeah, that was your
Don't
actual...
sniff Norcos, kids.
Yeah, don't be sniffing anything
Did you ever use any hard drugs on the outside?
No.
Thank God.
I only did muscle relaxers once.
Okay.
And I regretted it right after.
That's right.
I was with the homie Julio, resting in peace now, and one of the other homies, and we decided to do muscle relaxers and drink a 40 after.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
I didn't know at the moment what the combination does, like pills and alcohol.
Oh, dang.
And I threw up for an hour straight.
Oh, yeah.
At Belmont High School.
With the homies.
With the homie Julio.
Since we're on the homie topic, we see you, pushing the hammies.
Yeah, the hammies.
How important is like your friends to you?
Well, I initially went viral for the whole video of all like the hunger abusive and all that, right? That was like the video that changed my whole life. But that word, obviously, everybody around the world has been saying, or like at least in California, like,
Fans.
oh, that's a homie, or like anywhere else, right? But we in high school, people don't know, like, people know the homies and they think like Jakarta, Denner, and P, and like everybody they kind of see on camera, which is valid. They are part of the homies. But the original of the homies is my high school group, which you guys know because obviously you guys are more in my personal. A lot of my you guys are really good friends of my personal life. So you see like the homie Andy, the homegirl Maria that lives like in Baldwin Park.
Yeah.
That friend group is originally the homie. So and it's funny because it doesn't come from anything serious. It comes from So in high school, when you used to drop something on you, we used to fucking Tantona. And then let's say, hypothetically speaking, we go to school with you and Icon. And that fool can't kick it because he has to go with you to walk you home. They'll be like, oh, the homie Mandy. Like it was just like a saying, that's how it came. Like, fool, if you dirty yourself, like, oh, the homie shit himself, like,
Oh, the homie
it was,
sucio.
yeah, it was just like a saying, like, it wasn't like, it wasn't anything serious. So when I made that video, like the homegirl abusive, but obviously I have made videos before that did pretty well, but obviously when I made that specific video that went crazy, I think people were just surprised, but we've said those things before. Like I've had homegirls that hit their man before, and it was like, damn, fool, the homegirl, like fool, the homegirl abusive, and you know.
It's
but
real
yeah,
life.
but yeah, that shirt and that saying comes from me and my best friend from high school, and to this day we do that. Like to this day, like if you let's say like the other day, I think the homie passed me the bottle and I dropped it, and it didn't break, but it spilled, and he was like, oh, the homie. Like it's just a saying.
It's just a saying. It's basically it's just a saying.
And then it became a thing, and then I made it into LOC and all that. Maybe I should could have been. Yeah, but I mean,
You're all thinking about it. You felt bad.
Yeah, but yeah, that's originally where it just comes from me and my best friends. The girls too, the guys like it just comes from us clowning, like just us being like. Talking shit. It's really like clowning on you.
Yeah. And since we're on the friend topic, we've been friends. We've been in each other's lives for a few years, almost like probably 7 years or so.
We're literally just doing the math.
Yeah, literally. And I've seen you lose some friends, and obviously you see me lose some friends.
Yeah.
How has it affected you?
I think I lost my first friend, like my first friend when I was I'm gonna say like a month after I graduated high school. My homie Ma, the homie Sykes, and it was like a tragic thing that happened in the area. And of course other people died and you know people were injured, but the two people that I knew very well was the homie Sykes and Ma. And
wait, didn't you film the video for the Ma?
For Ma, yeah. And that was hard. It was hard, but I guess when I was younger, I didn't know how to feel. Maybe at the moment, I was sad. Like I knew I was sad to this day. Like it's crazy to think. Like his birthday just passed in March, and he's only a couple days after me. I'm March 9. I'm March 9. And he's March 20 or 21. But I was just there though. And it's crazy to think that I'm doing all these things in my life at the age of 25, and he didn't even get to really enjoy his 18, you know? Or
he
like,
didn't even live half of his life.
Yeah, he didn't get
not even a quarter of his life.
And to both of my homies, the homie Sykes, maybe he was 19, so they didn't get to. You know, like I know the homie Sykes was gonna be a dad, and all these things they didn't get to enjoy that, and so as I get older, it kind of it me in a different way now that I'm older. It makes me appreciate life a lot more.
Good. It's messed up, but it's you're looking at it that way.
I take it as a life lecture. You know what I'm saying? And to each world, you have your own path. You know, like and then I lost them, and then I lost somebody that the homie Julio I was telling you about. He's probably one of the funniest person I've ever known in my life, and I lost him to an overdose. And with him, I saw his dad called me I was on my way to where the was I going to the Halloween, Horror Nights.
Horror Nights.
And then right when we're getting ready to leave, I get the text from my homie Lucio. So growing up, I had 3 best friends. It was me, Georgie, Lucio, and Julio. We were like the 4 kids that grew up together on Douglas. Obviously, there was more kids, but we were the 4 that were really tight. And yeah, I losing him to... Because when somebody gets killed, it's a different type of pain than when somebody overdoses. You get what I'm saying? Like, not that you don't have nobody to blame with an overdose, but... You're like, fool, but why were you doing drugs? I don't know. Everything is a different type of pain.
For example, now, with these drugs, there's this fentanyl. Y ahí están. Estos güeyes echándose.
Exactly.
And then it's like, who the heck is going to bury you, fool? We have to deal with it because you can't stop messing around.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to say right now, it's probably horrible. And I've said this on my TikTok. If you're an older man in your 30s, 40s, and you have your family, and I'm just a weekend. And in one of those weekends you freaking die to the dirt. You don't even deserve your family pouring dirt on top of your ass. Respectfully and disrespectfully, I say this.
Yeah. Because
you didn't care enough for your family to actually stop getting high, knowing that you never know if it's gonna be good or not.
Yeah. And I say because I've lost my dad. Obviously, I lost my dad to drugs too. But
rest in peace, pops.
Yeah, rest in peace, my pops. So yeah, man, they all hit different. So I lost them, and it was like it was crazy. Obviously, growing up where I grew up in the hood I grew up in, people died every day. But I was younger, fools got shot. I've seen. I mean, I've been shot before. I've seen all these things, but yeah. So they died, and then my homie Julio died, which is like a big brother to me, and that hit me different. It was like wow, and what's crazy is that he was just always so proud of me. We were in different places. My career was just blowing up, and I was always so busy and just focused on whatever I was doing that he was in his own world dealing with his own thing. Yeah, dude, and the homie wasn't the type of fool who now he's make you feel bad. He was like, the fool, this is me. And then he was always just proud of me. I remember he had texted me some shit that's right, my boy, let the world know what 145 babies do, which is the building we grew up on. My address was 145 Douglas Street, Mm-hmm. And when he died, and then I lost another close friend, Nevik. I lost him to drugs as well. And then I lost my pops. And then after I lost my pops, and they don't get easier, but you lose detachment to certain
you don't
people.
Feel the same.
For my pops, I didn't cry, and it's not that I didn't love him. He was suffering, and he's in a better place now. He's good. We're no longer worrying about where he's at in the world. And then I lost my little homie Jokes, and that shifted my because I get how old they're. I'm not that much older than him. I'm not saying but I understood the love of having a little homie. And I'm only, he died 2023, the end of 2023. And I was at the moment, I was 23. And he was 17. And he would come around when I would do interviews with Phoenix and Bravo, and he thought it was cool, fool, and we were just kicking it. That was my little homie, fool, There were the little homies, and to see one of them die, that broke my heart. I kind of rethought a lot of things in my life.
Did you feel like you had to you said rethought, so it means you had to you took a step back and had to analyze what you were doing.
Yeah,
to stop doing certain things, or
no, not even that. Because I've been doing what I'm doing for the last couple of years. I've been blessed. So when he passed, I was at a festival. I was working. And and little homie was dealing with some things, and he ended up getting sober, went to juvenile hall, and got his shit together. And man, he but unfortunately he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and
happens that way.
And yeah, it hits you different, you know what I'm saying, and everybody grieves different, you know what I'm saying.
Most definitely.
So that one hit me, I understand, I felt for me and his whole family, obviously. But I felt for my little homies. They lost.
They experienced that feeling.
Yeah. I understood them when I was at that age.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there when my homies got killed, but my little homies were there when their homie got killed.
Yeah.
And I could only imagine
The pain.
Yeah. And then and yeah, like it's different for sure. And then and it's crazy to see like the young life, you know, he was around like my mom loved him, like all the homies' moms loved him. Like he was like the baby fool, you know, he was the baby. Like, you know, he was very attached to us and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we were just our homies that kicked and he was very attached, he was a little homie. And then I lost Ramser earlier this year. And I don't know if I felt depressed before, but I've never felt as depressed as losing somebody that I would talk to every day.
He was like
Yeah, like
really
that was
close.
like, yeah, like we talked about life, fool. We would do, like, I've never felt that, I don't think I've accepted it yet. Like, I sometimes want to call that fool and I forget that he's dead, fool.
Because you
Like,
get so caught up in your days.
yeah, like, and then memories pop up, and then Remser was one of the fools that a lot of my homies from the industry met because he was around for shit like that. So Remser and Little Weirdo had a dope relationship. Like when people would see me out, like when I would, like if you like I love all my homies, but there's certain homies that I vibe with different.
Of course, I understand completely what you're saying.
And when I would. And I have homies that I can't have two of them at the same time because they don't know how to act. So sometimes it was like that with Rams and that, bro.
Got it.
But so for like, but Rams was just like, I knew
Everything about him?
Yeah, fool. Like we loved each other, fool.
That's your boy, fool. Like literally
yeah.
woke up, talk, took a shit together, call me.
We would call each other just to talk shit.
Yeah.
Like me and this fat ass dude.
Yeah.
So
Come on, yeah.
yeah. So losing somebody that brought so much joy and happiness and not even just that, but Remser, like how I brought him into my home with my sisters and my mom, all that. It was the same way. Remser,
Vice versa.
Remser brought us into his family, his world. Selena, Silent, his sisters, they treat all of us like family, fool.
Yeah.
So it all hits different with him. You know what I'm saying?
If you could tell him something right now, because you say you want to call him sometime.
Yeah.
What would you tell him? Because you just shared memories with me, and I was going to ask you to share a memory, but you shared it. So if you could tell him something, because he's listening for sure, he's listening.
Yeah, that's how I be thinking.
What would you tell him?
Kick it. That's probably it. I'll be like, where you at? Kick it. Like, I'll pick you up. That fool lived in the SGV, so he would take the gold line, and we'll have to get him and we would have to get him at lame ass Union Station. It's always crowded. so that's what I would tell him. I would tell him to kick it in that Oscar. And sometimes fool like his house is so homey, like home, that I would just pull up and be like, what are you doing if I'm gonna go get drunk? And his sister Mems and all of them fool, they're just dope fool. Like
you could just pull up and you just come in.
Oh fool, they're amazing fool. They're the best. And he felt like that about my family. And he was definitely somebody that I think a lot of us haven't I'm not over, like, and because you never get over losing your friends, but as time goes by, I guess you kind of start understanding. I don't know. I don't know if that's the word for it, but you kind of, like, they're gone. I think you start.
You just accept it.
Yeah, and with him, I don't think I'll probably ever accept it. Like, he didn't. When I would be on set for movies, I'll call him and I'll be like, look, and he'll be like, oh, lame ass movie, and he'll click and then come back like, oh, that's like, we're just like that's just what it was, fool.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember one of the last jokes he said. One time the homies were arguing, and he got in, and he's like, "Who are you fighting? Chewy, who are you fighting?" And I forgot who said something, but blood in, blood out. You know when the mom comes out and he's like, "Tres puntos," like food. He would just say like food. Like I have like some of the shit he would say, like. It just blew my mind. I never. It was like fun. Like, fool, you're a fucking trip.
Like, where you get this
from? There was times where it would just be me, him, and the homie Zoner, fool, and just kick it, fool. Go to every club, just vibe out, fool. That fool loved to party. He'll take off his shirt. Like, he was just like I don't know. Like, I lost like my I don't like my tickle dick buddy. That's what the homies call it. Like, oh, for your tickle dick buddy. Like
You
your
lost a
best-
part of you,
Yeah,
fool.
so
You lost someone that's super close to you. You
Yeah,
lost somebody,
so-
you lost a little piece of your heart.
for sure. And don't get me wrong, I've been heartbroken by everybody that has passed in the past, right? But this one definitely
Different.
yeah, like you know, like even like a little right after he passed, one time I was talking to I forgot who I was on the phone with, and we're talking about Rams. And right after when I got off the phone, I was just thinking about him, and I was gonna text somebody else or call somebody else, but I typed his name in, and I was like, oh,
It's him. Well, you should take those as good signs, though.
that's what I'd be thinking about.
You should take those as good signs. Like, okay, you know, he knows that you're thinking about him.
Yeah.
Like, because it's real, bro.
And unfortunately, he didn't get to meet his daughter. His girl just had but looks exactly like that fool. He has his son's getting bigger. So, and
Do you see them?
Yeah, man. There's I haven't seen him lately. I've been on the road, but I don't know, when does this drop?
Couple days.
Yeah, so his birthday, he turns 25 on Sunday.
Oh, so you'll probably see them then.
Yeah, so we'll be with the fam. But man, shout out, what's it called? The homies girl. She already knows. I check up on the family weekly, whenever they need. You already know. Like
I love that.
Obviously, they're
God bless you for that.
adults and they do their own, you know. But,
Yeah.
But they already know, like, whatever I can help with, I will. Like, it's his birthday, so I'm the one coordinating with all my homies and because this is how you know when somebody's special, when they get along with people outside of what they know.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't just get along with the homies from the crew.
He got along with the whole world.
This fool, he got along with my raver homies, which grew a bond with him, and he got along with
The rapper homies.
Yeah, with the rapper homies. Like the day I found out Rams died, Weirdo was with me. Weirdo went with me to the hospital and drove there with me, and came back and kicked it with all the homies. Like that's how much he knew. Like he knew him,
Yeah.
and he fell in love with her. But like my mom, like everybody understood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just when you lose somebody with that big of a heart, it hits different.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that nobody else previous to
of
passing
course.
in my life, but everybody's just different, fool.
No,
like,
of course.
Like with,
Of course.
Like with the little homies jokes, it was a lot more, I think, finding myself, like somebody so young, like that I was seeing, you know, like he went from like struggling to doing better, and you know, like it sucked, fool. Like they all sucked.
Because you saw him grow a little bit.
Yeah, I was seeing his like I got funny ass videos of him and the little homies playing skate and doing dumb shit. Like we're kicking it. He ended up even living with the homie and his girl, and they took him in and they loved him. The homie and his mom. So him too. Like it just each one of them hits different.
Of course.
Like with the homie Julio, I wish I would have. I was so busy building my career at the moment. I'm still building it, obviously, but I was getting into the rooms, and I was just so busy that
But
I didn't.
don't be hard on yourself, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Like kind of like Survivor's Guild with him. Like and his charisma. Like I say, I think he's one of the funniest persons I've ever met in my life. And a lot of the jokes that I've thought about have came from like inspiration of
him.
When I was younger, he would do shit. And I'll be like, I remember that, and you know, shit like that. So,
that's cool.
So they all play a little part in everything.
In your stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like when I say city of the, like whenever I do like a little caption, I go like, from city of the scandalous and shit like that. There was nobody more prouder of being from downtown LA than the homie Ma. Like we were proud DTLA babies. We still are. I'm still are, right? And I'm pretty sure he still is. But like city of the scandalous, like I remember we used to say that as kids, but he really ran with it.
Yeah,
like he was a proud downtown LA baby. We were proud 90026 babies, and so you know a little bit of all of them comes within me. Like the homie Nevic, Kevin. I kind of stopped kicking with him like at the age of 14, 15. He started doing his own thing, you know, all types of different shit. But my first graffiti crew, I was with the graffiti crew with him.
Okay.
Which has a lot to do with
you.
my whole people now. Like people love to see like that I'm a grapher. You know, so a little bit of all of them.
I'm a grapher.
Like,
I'm still adjusting to the word grapher.
Yeah, grapher. Fucking little tagger. So yeah, so a little bit of all of them live within me,
and you use them like that. Like
pay homage for sure.
There you go.
Always. Sometimes I run into something or see something and it reminds me of each one of them. You know.
Of course.
For sure.
So let's change the topic. You know, a little more. A little more loving.
A little more loving.
Not that it's not loving, but you know, touching. When we're on the topic of grief, it's hard. It's hard on our hearts. I've seen you post a girl and cover her face. Are you falling in love?
Falling in love. Post a girl and cover her face.
Yeah, I mean, I've known you for quite some time, and
I've never done that before.
and no, not necessarily.
I'm
Is it
living
cool to
life.
talk about all the hyenas that we met and we got on.
No, you guys, we've never met anybody.
You guys have met your fair share of.
Hey, Remar, we haven't met anyone. Damn, are you trying to cover it up?
You guys have met a fair share of.
Yeah, but
Ladies.
Possibles.
but never.
The casis.
Yeah, the casis.
You don't know Spanish, yeah.
The casis,
The casis.
but never
Yeah.
an oficial.
An official. Yeah, man, I'm literally. I'm trying. Yeah, you know, it's a new year. Try something new. I just turned 25. I don't know.
Oh, so you're going into your almost your grown, the super adult
I'm a
grown
man.
era.
I'm living life. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm living life.
God, love
Are you
Are you
that.
in love?
I'm living life.
Are you in love?
I'm living life.
He's not in love yet. It's too soon.
I fall in love pretty fast. I'm a
Oh,
person.
hell
That's right.
yeah. Hold on.
Have you ever thought about having kids?
Wait.
Not right now. Hell no.
But period.
Yeah, hopefully in the future.
Well, good. What is something that you would most definitely apply as you being a dad? Like something that maybe you learned from your father when you were small at one point or sometime or
Yeah. Humbleness. Be very humble. I that's something I take great pride in. I treat everybody the same. Unlike Icon, when he first met me, he didn't want to follow me because he had more followers than me. But I treat people the same. If you're cool as fuck, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
Or not just that matters, but he was mad at me that I didn't drive my Benz here today. He said, "Why the fuck you get a new car and didn't drive it here?" I'm like, "Cause I put gas in my other car and it works perfectly fine." Yeah, I'm simplicity.
yeah, be
I
simple.
think I'm very big on that.
I agree.
Soy simple.
Simple es mejor.
Yeah, I think
cap.
I mean, you guys know where I live. I could afford something really nice, but I live in a cool little.
You're comfortable, bro, and if you don't
Yeah.
have to, ¿para qué?
Yeah, para qué?
But I mean, you do whatever you need to do
Yeah.
for yourself. Don't
Yeah.
worry about what anybody says. Be simple, be humble, but you have your good stuff,
Yeah, soy simple, super simple.
which is great.
Amazing, yeah, super.
Yeah, which is great. Which one is your favorite skit that you've done?
Obviously, I can't forget the hunger domestic because that one was dope. And you know what? And shout out my boy Izzy. I didn't think it was too funny. I don't think we both did, but we posted it and it
went up.
It did good for us. So gracias a Dios, you know. But that skit, obviously, that skit's amazing. You know, it changed my life. Shout out my boy Izzy Official. I did that one with him. What else? That one. I did a skit before about me arguing with a girl and we're going back and forth about how much of our like oh, you want to call my dad's a crackhead or your mom's a crackhead too, and in the crackhead world that's worse than a guy, you know, like I think I did one about that before. My new skit that I think is funny now, the ones I've been doing with Concrete is the Hammer Boys. Yeah, that's like my.
Honestly, you're like, my bangs are not even straight.
Yeah,
that was to die for, bro.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite ones right now. And then those, and then lately I've been doing like the ones with the girls where they're like toxic. So a lot of different ones.
My favorite ones of you are obviously the ones where you,
when I put a towel on.
when you put the towel on when you're the girl. Oh,
Yeah.
that is the funniest. My favorite one was like the one where you're like you don't want to. Oh, I seen the bands with the diamonds or with the sparkles in the.
Oh yeah.
That was so funny.
Or like the crazy baby mama. Yeah, but like people always go like, oh, you have such female tendencies. Well, yeah, bitch, I was raised by 4 women on my own.
I love your sisters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I always forget that, you know, myself, but of course, yes. I have 3 older sisters and a single mom, if you don't know, and we come from the ghetto. So my sisters have said a lot of those ghetto shit that I say on my skits for sure. So yeah, I like those though. People, and what's crazy that those guys always go like, that reminds me of my baby mama.
Because everybody could, honestly, everybody could relate to every single one of them.
Yeah.
Look, my sister watches. My sister is definitely like not like
Not like,
ay, no como nosotros, güey.
Yeah.
obviously es como nosotros, pero no, like, and she watches it.
Yeah,
Like she watches you. She'll even send them to me, like, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's dope.
Let me see. Did you ever think you were gonna be a stand-up comedy guy?
Hell no.
Hey, you're pretty good at it, Dick.
I'm really good. I'm not pretty. I think I'm really good. But yeah, oh yeah, I just forgot you want to go see me recently.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I loved it.
It's different now. Was that your first stand-up comedy show?
No.
Who have you gone to see before?
Oh, I gone to see Concrete like 2 times.
Okay, yeah.
We've gone somewhere else, like somewhere to like the, like before, like
Yeah.
just like
Just
the
to
white
go.
people.
Oh yeah.
The white comedy guys.
Yeah. It's definitely a different vibe. Like where you want to go see me? That's not really a real comedy club.
I was at the club that weekend before that.
Yeah. You told me. Yeah, but yeah. So you get different vibes and shit.
But honestly, I feel like now with all of the Latinos, all of us,
Yeah.
meaning us, like, Concrete, you
Yeah.
guys like doing the comedy, like,
No, you're definitely
that's
part of
like,
us.
honestly, you guys are freaking killing it.
Yeah.
Because everybody can relate to you guys.
Yeah, it's fun, bro.
That shit is hilarious. Usted, no key, you guys, como que me mía un poquito.
Hey, what if Concrete played Negative for one indicted video?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be funny as.
Hey, how did you start podcasting? Like, how did you make the transition from the skits to doing the Cheeseman with Duno or whatever?
Well, that's why I'm a lot of your guys' dads. When I'm drunk, I'll say it, but I won't say it like sober because I'm just a humble guy. But
So when you
man,
feel it,
I once interviewed 10 people in one day, and that is a fact. I interviewed Blue Bucks Clan right before Clan Wave 2 came out, and they blew up. And I interviewed some other 2 fools, and then I interviewed the whole Mac and Cole roster, which is Rucci, Bossman, Black, and all, and Lotto at the moment. I've been doing at least I've been very successful with podcasting, but I think it comes from me doing the interviews for my YouTube channel.
But how did you start doing the interviews is what I mean.
I just started.
Who was the first person?
I could go back and check you. I'm gonna check.
Who was the first interview?
I could check for you right now.
Because you started doing interviews before you went to No Jumper.
Yes.
Yep.
I was interviewing people before I went to No Jumper. Let me hear. I could probably give you. You know what? My first attempt to podcast was with my best friend from high school.
Because they're from a different era, like the new era, like now.
Yeah,
So when the podcasting kind of first.
Was it the Cheeseman with Duno or that's just on the Duno channel?
Yeah, that's on the Duno channel. Here, let me see. Damn, I've done a gang of shit.
No, be very proud of yourself.
One of my first interviews. Let me see.
6 years ago. So dang.
6 years ago?
My dumbass youth.
My dumbass youth was my first. Was that the first one? And that's with all my and that's with my best friend from high school.
Nah, yeah, I'd already known you by this.
So let me see.
Cause yeah, Austin the Pac-Man looks like one of your first official interviews.
Yeah, and he passed a little after that. So I can tell you the people I've interviewed.
Cause in their studio with Rucci.
That's already too many.
No, here I can tell you right here.
OG Baby 1800 and Wally. You interviewed Wally? That's
So look at this. Look at this. Hold
nasty.
on. I can tell you. So the first 2 podcasts was with my dumbass youth, and at the moment I got 47K views and 54K views, and that was with my best friends from high school. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, I could tell everybody I've interviewed after that. Watch this. I got you.
Nah, don't trip. I see it already.
No, but might as well just
He
say
wants to say it. Go, let it out.
The
Mr.
first
Mr. Humble.
The first interview was 5 years ago. I interviewed Rosecrans Vic, and it was only 20 minutes. Cypress Moreno, FIFA, Yellow Hill.
You interviewed FIFA that long ago? That's fire.
Yes. Blue Bucks.
Why are those no longer listed on the channel?
Oh, you can't see it? Yeah, I don't think so, because at the moment I didn't know that when they went yellow, that only means that I thought I wasn't gonna make no money. Okay, so watch this. Blue Bucks Clan 5 years ago.
Yeah, these are not showing.
He's gonna show off already. He's gonna show off already.
Oh, gang of these,
Go,
look.
go.
The first one that's showing is Austin the
Okay,
Pac-Man.
let me tell you, dickhead.
Get it off.
Jimmy from Old English.
Haha, that's fire.
Lotto Rocket. West Side Stew. People don't even know about that. Trappin' Wings. You remember Trappin' Wings?
Dang, didn't she just get indicted? Or no, she got picked up in the RICO.
No, fool. That's a Trevor Wing's a Latino fool. We ate wings from him before, me and you.
Oh yeah, whatever.
I gotta show you. Austin the Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I interviewed strippers before strippers were getting interviewed. Some girl named Vera. Ready for this?
Did you interview a prostitute?
No. She wasn't a prostitute.
I have.
You have? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I know she's pretty. I know what you're talking about.
No, I interviewed like 2 of them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sick ass fool, huh?
Santana. A18, Big Swift, Boss Man, Black, Rucci, Austin the Pac-Man. Then I did Cheeseman with Duno, which is when they first started, and Friends.
Yeah, with the people, yeah.
Jake Bless, G Baby, and Wally, and again with my best friends, and then my high school teacher.
I see that.
My other high school teacher,
Your PE teacher.
Ex-girlfriends.
and then I interviewed Dinero. And then I did AD, No Foreign, Young Drummer Boy, G Perico, Letty, Sweet Tea. And then that's when I started getting really into it. Damn, so I've interviewed like
a lot of people.
Damn, I can't believe. Should I re-upload these?
Yeah.
Probably terrible though.
Nah, it's fire.
That's what they used to say, that you talk so much that you wouldn't let people talk.
Because I remember this interview from 3 years ago when you did Jenny 69. I pulled up right before your guys' interview was done.
Yes. That when you had me interview that grupo, that main singer didn't sing. Didn't talk.
It's not even up.
It's not even up no more. I never put it up.
He said you made him interview them. What was the worst thing you experienced as a comic?
As a comic, maybe heck. Oh, I have a joke about autism, and a couple got mad in Oxnard.
What did they tell you?
They didn't tell me nothing specifically, but I heard after they were like really rowdy, and then the guy had to leave.
Really?
Yeah, it happens. I said an autism joke that they weren't too fond of.
The joke I died was when you said about your mom that when she was like, I guess she was like when you first moved, I guess you moved out and then you know she left. I think that was like one of your first stand-ups.
Yeah, terrible. But like
but
now,
it was funny though.
Yeah,
It was funny.
Now I have like a real premise. Like I've taught myself a lot.
And hey, right now you just said you taught yourself. So you literally taught yourself, like you didn't like
I think,
or you didn't ask for advice for like other people.
No, 100%. I'm blessed to be around OGs that are super dope. Jerry Garcia being one. He's a legend. He's a legend.
He's funny.
That's a bad dude.
Yeah, and he's dope. Like he's my OG. I'll get off stage. He'll pointers down for me. That's the type of. I don't know about you old comics. You feel that very terrible story, but my OG, at least Jerry Garcia, he's always been dope. So yeah, hell
and
yeah.
I love the horchata.
Oh, you liked it?
Yes, I was cheering you on
said
the whole
that shit
time.
like you don't.
I was right behind
Nah, I
you.
didn't say it like that.
You did.
What a dickhead!
I was literally sitting right
Yeah,
behind
you
you.
were. It was a dope movie.
I told her to stop heckling you throughout the movie.
I couldn't help it. You know I am.
Yeah, facts. It's because this fat ass is so quiet and you're loud. I feel it. That's how I am. I'm like the you in my relationship.
Yeah.
I'm loud as.
Because I just can't help it.
I like her.
Hey, if I'm happy for my friend, I'm fucking sure and I don't give a
You heard this stupid ass?
No, what he
He's
said?
an idiot. If we get like her.
I don't give a fuck. This fool swears. I wouldn't even be sitting here if I got.
You know what time, bro? Because this is if you guys don't understand, our relationship is different. Like her interviewing me is weird because she knows a lot more deeper shit in my life than. So I know you're just asking like, bro, he be playing like that and then you hear nigga in the back like, shut the fuck up, fool. Like you just like I was like, you ate already? He's like, hell no, nigga doesn't fucking cook. She look at right now. And I was like, wow. And then the nigga be like, shut the fuck up, fool. You ate already.
Yeah.
He just be lying, bro. He just be lying.
Exactly. Look at him.
That shit is comedy, fool. Like right now, he was like, "Oh, should I hit Moto? Buy me something?" And nigga, I was like, "You already ate, fat ass."
Literally.
I know he flexed his ice cream on the phone with me, knowing that I can't
flex it. I was eating it.
But you were like, "Oh, look at an ice cream."
Well, it's because
it's love and long life.
Once upon a time, you supposedly said that you put me on a no jumper.
That is crazy. You're making this interview about you.
I know. First time I'll get out of here.
What was it like up there before everything went left?
Where the f are these questions you're
Realistically
asking?
speaking.
That's why your computer just died.
It didn't die.
Computer just died. You said what? Say it one more time.
What was it like at No Jumper before shit went left? Did you have a good experience up there? Because obviously you left me up there.
It was cool, fool. Like
Everyone says, how come I didn't leave with you? You left
Yeah,
me
everybody
there.
was mean hating.
who? I wasn't hating.
No, I don't care. Yeah, I'm just joking.
The little office, the smaller
little office.
where when I interviewed Negra, that one was a little more hectic. You didn't really want to be there too much because it was small and people in smoking, and then there's flies sometimes.
The big office was fire.
But the big office
Is fire.
is like that right there. I took naps because there was people don't know we were the first ones there. So before they started building the gang and shit, I would take naps in the front room. There was Xbox. I would play against because it's when everybody worked there. So I would go out there with Kelvin, Flacco.
No, it'd be lit.
It was a kick.
It was a packed house.
Like I don't know if you guys did that when you guys worked out there, but I've gone to go get Jersey Mike's and Me Almighty and Gina, like real co-worker shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like we like if I had to do the news at from 12 to 2, I think that's when the news is.
Normal shit, yeah.
And I had to do at the end of the day at the moment when we filmed at 6.
You would just stay there.
Yeah. 4 hours. Why the am I gonna go drive to wherever I gotta drive and drive back?
You're posting.
So I would kick it. I'll be there from 12 to 2. Let's say I got there at 11:30. Get there, be there from 12 to 2. Kick it, go eat. And then by the time I get my food, come back, it's 3 or maybe 2:30, munch out for an hour. Now it's 3:30 and I would kick it for the next 2 hours, fool.
Why do I always think?
I would just kick it, go lay down, or go cheese me out, or go sit in another interview. And at the moment, like, fool, like when Kilpie got sucked up, sucked up. I said sucked up. That's crazy. Yeah.
Big pause.
Yeah. Yeah, but when Kelpie got beat up by Almighty Suspect,
You were present.
fool, we were in the couch playing Madden. And we're like, we heard the oh, and then, but see, like, and then, because we were so used to seeing everybody that we just didn't give. Oh, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you, my G.
Yeah.
You know, type shit. Like I was there when Blueface was there with all like 500 bitches, and like
Fire.
and yes, it was like the kicker
different.
spot.
It was cool.
It just didn't make sense no more fun, and it's time to depart ways.
No, I'm just asking if it was cool.
Yeah, but like. Obviously Adam always did his own thing. You know, he has his office, but
No, he does his own thing.
Yeah, but I would.
He'll pop out and participate though.
Yeah, if Fudar cheesemeando for sure.
Oh,
I feel like
Yeah, like if
No,
Fudar
ese güey es el más chismoso de todos.
Yeah, I feel like if Fudar sitting there kicking and shooting and shit, everybody was right there with the opinion. I would go fuck around with obviously they fired a gang of people, but they had a designer team. I would walk over and with them for like 30 minutes, walk over to Josh's seat and go fuck with them and be like, hey, Josh, how's my interviews doing? Boom, boom, go. And then if Gina and them were working on something at the office, the social media team, I would go with them there. Like,
You just kill time, dude.
yeah, if I was kicking it, fool, was kicking it.
I feel like Adam showed you like Adam would choose you out of a lot of people to go participate more than a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, fool.
Don't do that.
I know. I thought I could do it, but it didn't do it. I forgot. Relax, fool. Relax.
Did you, Rob?
Relax, fool.
Keep it hard,
Relax.
guys.
Keep it hard. Yeah. I mean, fool. Who knows, right? Like everybody got their own shit,
Yeah.
Would you ever go back there?
but no,
Never.
never.
Not one episode.
He would have to fix his shit with T-Rail and AD
Everybody.
and them.
Because then you feel like you're being disrespectful, huh?
Yeah, where we own a company together. Those are my brothers. They've been, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's it's two different things. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But yeah.
I get it. I agree.
But yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm great where I'm at, but I mean, shit. Hopefully, everybody wins in life. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
the best experience you've ever had as a comic?
Best experience I had as a comic? Getting noticed by legends like Fluffy and Joe Coy.
I remember you telling me about Joe Coy rocking with you heavily.
Yeah, and then when Fluffy tapped me in the shoulder, it was dope. That's all he did. I was waiting. I was at his barbecue, like his very famous barbecue he has, and I was getting food. And then somebody tapped me in the shoulder, and I was like, "Oh, my bad, bro, I'm out the way." And he's like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Oh, that's cute.
But he knew who I was, and then he DM'd me after, like, "Hey, I know I couldn't talk to you much at the barbecue because it was crazy. You know, he was mingling with people,
He was being a host.
but he was like, "Hey, man, keep doing your thing up." And I was like, "Hey."
Oh, good.
Yeah. I screenshotted that and then sent it to the homies. And I was like, fuck you, bitch ass fools. I'm
Did you
moving on.
watch the interview that he did with them?
No, because I was hating. Because I didn't get the interview.
Hey, tell me a wild story from the road with Concrete.
Oh, the
Concrete
road.
and Jerry. But don't get him in trouble.
No. I'll tell you one.
You can't tell. You can't let puppy know.
No, yeah, I can't let Bobby know. I'll tell you one. Not with Conquer and Jerry.
Okay.
With
Weirdo.
No, those are always terrible. Because this always gets him when he's asleep.
What happened?
You always get him when he's asleep.
Oh no! Oh, weirdo! Oh, weirdo's the funniest fuck with cause you know, like I like having like rapper homies as friends because their persona has to be protected at all times.
They swear, huh?
Oh. Yeah. And then when I'm with weirdo, he'll sleep and then I put hard on and be like, my best view. Like I just gotta fuck with them like that, you know? And
Rappers are funny.
And if he's sleeping, I'll grab his hand and take
I
a
love
picture.
those. Yeah.
And then he's like, fool, what the? He's like, the other day he was like, fool, you're making this trip look real gay, fool. or like, fool, we want to go eat Masters, and I took a picture of him, and I was like, first day, kind of nervous.
It's him.
But it's funny because he'll pull sometimes like, hold on.
Because he knows. He likes the shit.
Yeah,
he likes it. He likes it. He just doesn't play the part.
Yeah. Weirdo's definitely a road dog. Like literally on the road. He's
fun.
Yeah, we've done some wild shit together.
Well, tell me a wild story that you could share.
Oh,
Does it include girls?
yes.
You guys are just sick ass fools, huh?
Literally.
I don't even want to know.
Let it rip.
I got it cracking in his room when I had it in my own room. And not on purpose. It just happened. And he's like, fool, you had your own room. And I was like, well, it happened in your room. But I've had a crazy story with where I hosted a club in Phoenix like 2 years ago, maybe 3. And it was me, Dami D Poet, and we found 2 girls. We got it cracking, and and but it was like in a room, but with 2 beds. So we were just like, everybody was doing their thing under the blankets. But then that fool decided to take his little bitty to the balcony. And then, which is like, okay, perfect, fool, because now I just get it cracking. It's hot down here, you know what I'm saying? And and when that fool closed the door, he was doing his thing. And I just hear and it's because when they were walking back in, they forgot to close the door. So they hit themselves in the glass door of the balcony, just cracked themselves. Blah!
Did it stop you from fucking your thing?
And now I kept doing my thing, and then that's up when he's like, switch. And I'm like, no!
Oh, hell no!
I'm like, switch. He's like, no. I'm like, no. Because I guess we were both doing the same position, so we locked eyes for a quick minute. And he was like, and I'm like, no. I don't want that bitch.
Oh, you guys, that's terrible. I don't want to know.
She wasn't bad, though. I mean, she wasn't, like, ugly.
Hey, and when you're having these moments, right, on the road, are you, like, super drunk? You have to be, dick.
Nah, I'm not, like, blacked out. But we're just living life, like, fool, like we're on the road,
Are you protecting yourself?
Yes, of course.
You better be protecting yourself.
Of course. I don't want an Arizona baby.
No,
I don't. But, yeah, of course. Everybody's doing their thing, man. We live it up.
Guess fools.
But see, being on the road, like, it's different. Like with Jerry and them, they're you know, they got their own. They for they have a home.
So okay, so tell me about your guys' road
Dynamic.
trips. Yeah, like road trips as far as like, you know, because everybody's, you know, their husbands, they have their, you know, their wives, their kids. You're single, this fucking wild one, and they also señores.
Yeah, I mean, fool, they like. Well, I'm chilling. I've been chilling, but yeah, fool, like it's different for sure.
Better?
It's just calmer, like and calmer. Like when I went on the road with Weirdo, I was hosting the rap shows.
Oh, those are wild.
So it's different. Yeah. It's different than comedy where we can't be blacked out drunk on stage.
No.
Which I've done.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember.
What did they say?
They said I did a great job.
Oh, good.
But they said, I was like, I don't remember performing it.
You're kidding.
Swear to God. Yeah, so it's just different.
Oh, God.
It's different. Every situation is different. But yeah, the homies are married and shit. Sometimes after the shows, we just go get McDonald's and go to sleep. We just made 1,000 people laugh.
When I talked to you in Concrete recently, it looked very calm in your room. Like you fools were just in bed reading books and shit.
Yeah.
Reading comics.
Yeah. Did I tell you the other day, fucking drummer's dumbass brought somebody that didn't know how to fucking handle their liquor and was just acting up right there.
Oh, when he performed?
Yeah, and I was like, Jeremy, out of here. This is a place of sanctuary and peace.
Right?
Fucking Jeremy. I hate Jeremy for that. Actually, I'm very proud of Jeremy. Jeremy, doing your thing, boy.
Jeremy's is a goodies.
Jeremy's.
Jeremy's is a goodies. That's what I call them. Is there, if before we end, what would you tell a younger Duno if you wanted to be a comedian?
Oh, if you wanted to be a comedian?
A younger Duno.
Be consistent. Do comedy as much as you can. Go to open mics, bars, anything you can do, go do it right now. When you want to do comedy, you got to do it every day.
But that's just with everything, I feel.
Yes, but people with comedy is the I'm gonna say this. I've done music. I've done other things. Comedy is by far the hardest thing I've ever done.
Hey, is there like ways like, do you plan it or do you kind of plan it but you kind of go with the vibe, or how does that work?
Some people write on stage. Some people just write off stage, but I write on stage.
You go as
Yeah. So and then obviously I have like my set certain points, but yeah.
Interesting.
So literally, people, if you want to be a comic, you got to do it every day.
Every day.
Tell people that all the time. You got to do it. You got to do everything every day.
Yeah.
If you want to be the fastest swimmer, you're gonna have to swim every day.
We already know you were a swimmer, fool.
Yes.
Hey, honestly, I can't even fucking picture you.
Nobody can.
Fuck me, lo cuerpito right there.
I know. That's what the homies I was working on a movie. They're like, what movie is it? Fucking Black Shark. What is it? Blackfish 2 or what? I'm like, what kind of fucked up shit is that?
Hey, you see the little fish with the little hair?
Literally.
That's funny. Well, Duno, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Color Brown is what it's called.
The Color Brown podcast.
The Color Brown podcast. I love it.
Everybody was already fucking hating. Oh, you want to copy the brown bag? Like,
no,
oh,
man, I'm part of the brown bag. I love this, man. This is dope.
Right?
Yeah, I seen you interview the
Las Mil Amores?
Yes.
I did.
I love and hate them.
Hey, honestly, they're super smart girls.
Is it cool to expose that you're one of the people they were talking about?
About what?
But they're getting abused.
Why would that even be a joke? I'm younger than.
Said the wrong thing. She just said the wrong thing.
I'm younger than them by like probably 20 years.
No, they're not that old.
How old are they?
They're like in their late.
Okay, first of all, don't fucking play like that, assholes. I'm way younger than them, by the way. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I seen that when somebody DM'd them and they were like down to do it. First of all, when's the last time I did fucking music? I know. First of all, that wasn't me.
Defending themselves. Right now, you just fucked up by doing that. I want you to know.
Why?
Because right now you sound kind of like super sus.
DM'd like me when I wanted to. No, I didn't. But I did see that somebody was like, "Hey, let's work."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "But we're gonna fuck." That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Do you guys know what it was off camera?
Yeah.
Of course.
Can you guys tell me and you bleep it out? Just so you get my reaction? Scandalous. Whoa.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it would have been somebody else. That was
Who do you think it
scandalous.
was gonna
Who's it going to be?
be? Well, bleep it still.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. He was in the DMs.
We gotta bleep that too. The homies are out of pocket out here. I think I hit them up for an interview. I wanted to interview them.
They're actually really nice girls.
No, I've been seeing it was because people only know for like my homies really hate them.
Why?
Because they do the Dodger blue in LA we pray and like I get
It's fire.
It's funny, fool.
Hey, they do it. They know.
You know that they used to be real singers.
And they've been
Like
singing.
they know what they're doing.
No,
been
fool,
singing-
I don't think they're fool.
They've been singing since they were kids.
The amount of hate they get, fool. I know that they know what it comes with.
Oh, yeah. They do this shit on
But now
purpose.
people are finally seeing their story.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's different
Their
now.
story is crazy, dude.
From LA. From LA.
To the Bay.
And we don't play. The Dodgers are gonna strike you out and beat you. I don't know.
No, they're super nice. Super
No,
lovely
I
girls.
fool when I say like it's funny. Fool, they know what they're doing.
No, they definitely know what they're doing.
But that
Shout out
homie
to
is
the-
out of pocket.
Shout out to Las Mil Amores.
Hey, let's do a song together. Oh, they were excited, and he's like, "But you know we're gonna fuck, right?" That thought he was gonna get the threesome.
I don't know what he thought, respectfully.
That is funny, food. That has to be the most random. You know, that's a random one. You know who I thought they were gonna say? You're gonna believe me, right?
Duh.
Really?
What made you say him?
Because it just seems like more their vibe.
They're like the paisa ones. They're like more paisas.
Are they?
Yeah. That's what they used to sing, corridos.
They
in the
like
beginning.
Pacific. They don't like Whittier. You guys say they're ugly. They think they're prettier.
I love it.
Yeah, they're down.
And they're born and raised in East LA, right?
Yeah.
Fucking East Siding that shit.
That's right. That's sick, fool.
Running it up.
Hood rat vibes, for
Running-
sure.
Yeah,
Running
for
up
the
the
East.
numbers.
Oh yeah, I seen that. The hood rat vibes. I seen that.
Their outfits called like
Hey, I
something.
can set up an interview for you with them.
Yeah. I think I tried. I think one of them. I know Letty them had it on the morning show.
They're super nice.
Yeah. Their
I like
their
them.
shit is funny, fool.
And they're educated. They got their degrees and
I
everything.
seen that. So they definitely know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
They know the hate it comes with. They gotta go to a Dodger game and do that shit like the Dodger gotta hire them.
Yeah.
And have them do it like where the mariachi sing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be the best thing ever.
I just DM'd them and said, Duno wants to interview you guys.
Yes. Tell them I don't want to be like the rapper fools that they DM'd and tell them I don't get down like that.
He's not gonna.
Don't say it. I'm just joking, you fucking idiot.
Okay. Again, thank you. You know I love you so much. I am so
Thank you, love
very
you
proud
too.
of you. I remember.
Get hard.
Keep it hard.
Oh, keep it
Wait,
hard.
last one. I remember when you first did your first stand up
Yes.
at the
terrible.
rooftop.
Yes, at a parking lot.
At a parking lot rooftop, and we were there
Yes,
supporting
you
you.
were. Thank you.
Well,
Love
we
you guys
love you.
always. We love
and,
you.
Keep going. Talk to you guys later.
This has been another episode of The Color Bro. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow Duno, follow Negra. You know what it is. Brr.